So Wolves have officially signed Matheus Nunes. It is going to be a transfer record fee for the club. We're going to be talking about that a little bit more today. We've also got a little bit of an interview later on in the video, finding out a little bit more about the former Sporting midfielder. But guys, as always, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Really do appreciate the support over this summer, and obviously let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below about this signing. Like I said, a transfer record now for Wolves. It was formerly on paper Fabio Silva. Now it's going to be Matheus Nunes for around £38 million up front, plus some add-ons, plus about 5% sell-on fee for Sporting. And like we've seen with the Nathan Collins, like we've seen with the Gonzalo Guedes, and now like we've seen with the Matheus Nunes deal, these have just happened so quickly. The Collins deal was spoke about, I think, on the Monday, and it was done by the Tuesday. The Guedes one was spoke about on the Saturday and done by the Monday. And this one, although it has been whispers over the summer, the actual initial bid, as far as we're aware was Monday, and by today, which is Wednesday, in about 48 hours, give or take, the deal is done. Matheus Nunes is a player of serious calibre. You look at the likes of Pep Guardiola, who has praised this player and spoke about him being one of the best midfielders, or one of the better midfielders in the world. This is a serious player that we're talking about here. And Wolves apparently made approaches earlier this summer and were, let's say, batted back because Nunez, rightly or fairly, was probably expecting to be playing in the Champions League this summer because that's how good of a player he is. And it's probably similarly to Ruben Neves. The offers haven't come. The money hasn't been there. And Bruno Andrade, who's a journalist, said on Monday that Wolves are going to make one final last bid, one last attack to see if they can convince Matheus Nunes to join the Molineux club. Now, I don't know finances in terms of wages. Maybe Wolves have paid a ridiculous amount of wages to convince him. These signings, Guedes and now Nunez, hopefully it means, the likes of Neves are staying, because Bruno Lage made it so clear last year, if you want to keep your best players, you've got to sign some of the best players, and that's clearly what Wolves are doing. We've seen rumours and talk about this self-sustainable model that Wolves want to go for. That's almost gone out the window over the last couple of weeks with the amount of money that we're spending. I really do hope, I don't think we can guarantee it, but I really do hope the core of this squad now stays together, because we've got a serious chance of doing something special with this squad now. Nunez, like I said, broken on Monday, very quickly followed up on Monday evening. It was broken by CNN Portugal that the move was pretty much agreed. Fabrizio Romano, Liam Keane, John Percy of The Telegraph, a lot of reputable journalists had jumped on it. This is the midfielder, the box-to-box midfielder that Wolves have been screaming out for 1, 2, 3, probably 4 seasons now. We have not had this midfielder that can pick up the ball from deep and drive us forward 20 or 30 yards. We probably thought that the answer was going to be Renato Sanchez last year. That move, for whatever reason, didn't go through. But this is a guy of top-tier calibre. You'll see some journalists, and I guess later on in the video you'll see, talking about how this is probably going to be a stepping stone for Matheus Nunes. But as Wolves fans, I'd probably urge you not to get upset and wound up about that. It may well be the case. It may well be a case that Matheus Nunes joins Wolves, gets himself on the map in the Premier League, and then we see the likes of Man City, Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea, Spurs, whoever, Arsenal, spend 65, 70, 75 million to buy Nunez, and Wolves have made an extremely healthy profit. Or, on the flip side of that, we see the exact same thing that has happened to Ruben Neves, who joined us in the Championship. People were talking about him having 1, maybe 2 seasons at Wolves before moving on. But hey, look, 4 or 5 years later, Ruben Neves is still at the club. And I'm hoping, as a club, we'd sign Matheus Nunes and can grow together. Such a fantastic signing. So out of the blue. A lot of people getting wound up with the board, with the likes of Scott Sellers, with the likes of Jeff Shee. A lot of pressure being put on Bruno Lage. I saw some ridiculous comments over the weekend on Twitter and on our YouTube comments as well about the position of Bruno Lage as a manager. But yeah, I'm not going to say people need to apologise, because I think people had every right to be upset with the calibre and quality of our squad. But what I would have, and I have said it plenty of times, just wait until the end of the window to judge our transfer business, because sometimes you have to wait. Good things come to those who wait, and sometimes you've got to wait for deals like this. You've got to wait for the right time. And obviously there's rumours of potential strikers coming in and so on. We've got to wait. for these potential opportunities. Now, I spoke to Alex Bryce from the FC Wonderkid channel to get his thoughts. He's a football fanatic, a Portuguese football fanatic. He spoke a lot about Nunez. He praised Nunez a lot, and obviously had a little bit of time to praise some of the Wolves players that he likes as well. We go on all sorts of tangents, so hopefully you enjoy the chat. Here it is. So then, delighted to be alongside Alex from FC Wonderkid to talk about Matheus Nunes. Alex, how you keeping, man?
Oh man, first of all, thank you for inviting me here. And yes, Wolves, as I say, Wolves went bold, and you guys broke the highest transfer ever in Wolves history. Okay, so that itself is a bold statement. But in my opinion, like Matheus Nunes is a great deal for Wolves. And why do I say that, Dave? Man, like I was surprised that Liverpool did not get him. Okay, especially when they have Luis Diaz, good history, and Darwin. They believe in Darwin. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
love it. I see a lot of English media not giving the credit to Darwin, but he will go bold in the future. But Mateus, for me, in Primeira Liga, is the player that gives the most guarantees. Okay, Vitinha went to PSG for 40 million. Mateus goes to Wolves for 50, and it's worth the price, people. Worth the price. This is a player that can play at the 6th row, at the 8th role, and if he has to, he can be the one making the final pass a lot of
Yeah.
times. So that 10 role, okay? So in my opinion, this is too a message I want to give to Wolves fans. This is a stepping stone for Mateus, okay? I believe Mateus is destined for higher stages like Barca, maybe Real in the future, but or even in the Prem, but you guys will easily double maybe with Mateus if he
Mm.
goes to if next season he goes there, that that can be. But the best player at Wolves now, Matheus Nunes.
I
Matheus
was
Nunes.
I was going to ask you obviously how good he is, but you've sort of answered my question there already. I am
Mm-hmm.
hoping that we said when Ruben Neves signed a few years ago that he was going to be
Mm-hmm.
in the shop window and leave, and who
Yes.
knows? I think a lot of people like yourself, we are expecting
Mm-hmm.
Mateus to sort of move on eventually, but I really hope this is the sort of signing that can help Wolves grow as a team and he can stay,
Mm-hmm.
as Wolves move up the league. But what are his main qualities, Alex? What can Wolves fans look out for? What is he going to bring to this Wolves squad?
First of all, you'll see a player. A lot of people like to, well, they don't compare a lot, but Gnat Sanch, when Gnat gets the ball from his own half and he goes to the other,
Hmm.
Mateus, that's easy game for him. That's a
That's
basic,
what we
okay?
need. Eh?
So definitely expect that one of the best box to box midfielders straight off the bat. Guardiola
Good.
himself said he's one of the best midfielders out there. And it's because of this exact trait, box to box capabilities. That I said it's perfect for the Prem. Can play at the 6, 8, and 10 at a given moment. Okay. So that for me, and you touched on something, Ruben Neves. For me, if Ruben Neves stays in this summer, it's
Hmm.
because something maybe will happen in January. Okay, Wolves fans. So don't be surprised if Ruben leaves in January if he stays. Okay, because Barca. There's a lot of talk about Barca, and there's interest.
Hmm.
There's real interest from the Barca camp for Ruben, and not just Barca. Okay, Ruben Neves is a very good player, but Matheus Nunes, man, I'm so surprised that you got him. And to Gonçalo Guedes, I want to give a shout out to Gonçalo Guedes because I do think you guys need finishing. I watching you guys play. You guys need attacking threat. Gonçalo Ramos, another player that would do that. But
Yeah.
a lot of teams, I have some news. A lot of teams want him. Okay, but Gonçalo Guedes, I think undervalued, not undervalued. 32 million is a good price for him. It's a risk, and in the Prem, he's got pace, and if he's in form, he's a good finisher. Okay, so
Hmm.
Portuguese national team level, and we ain't doing bad. We ain't doing
Oh,
bad.
I
But
hope with the World Cup when the Portugal squad comes out, there is
yes,
hopefully going to be a lot of Wolves players. You've got Jose Sa, who had a good year last year.
uh, you gotta feel.
You
I
think
don't feel
maybe?
sorry for Jose Sa, but he will
Hmm.
be called. But I
Hmm.
do, but I'm saying that feel sorry because Jose Sa has the quality to play for Portugal. Because in the Prem, we saw it last season.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Instrumental, shot stopping, incredible. But like Diogo Costa is very special, and Rui Patricio. We us Portuguese, we got great memories of Rui Patricio. So that touch of that touch against France was, I
What I
still have
say.
that. What a memory, and he's still got quality. Okay, at Roma, he doesn't play badly. He's going to be instrumental for them this season. But yeah, but Jose Sa sticking to him. Yeah, 29 years old. I got here on my notes. Worth the price, definitely. And you guys, what is good about Jose Sa is I don't expect him to leave soon. You know,
Hmm.
so it's a player that will stay at Wolves, and like Patricio, I think he will create a legacy at Wolves. And us Portuguese, we seem to do that, like Motinho.
Yeah, what a
Motinho,
player.
fab.
Yeah.
One
No,
of
I mean we
my
have,
favorite
yeah,
players ever, Portuguese players ever. He
we've
needs
got
more credit, Motinho, in my
no.
opinion.
We've got a good list of strong Portuguese players. I'm hoping Nunez is going to come in and do that as well. And we've been
Yeah.
crying out for a box-to-box midfielder, not just for the last year, but probably for the last 3 or 4, even
Mm-hmm.
5 years. So I'm hoping that's what he's going to add to the team. You've mentioned the fee there. Do you think
Mm-hmm.
Wolves again? Is that a good price of Wolves? Is that a good price of Sporting, or do you think that is his value?
You want me to be completely honest?
Be honest. Go on.
Champions League football is coming. Sporting only have one striker. Matheus Nunes is very, very important in the final play of Sporting. I think the biggest losers in all this, it's not Sporting because 50 million is 50 million, but it's Ruben Amorim, the Sporting coach. He's the biggest loser in all this, and I guarantee you, he ain't happy. And Matheus too. I'll be honest. I'm not saying he doesn't want to go to Wolves because
Yeah.
going to the Prem is a big opportunity for him. Will solidify himself in the Portuguese national team, but Matheus loves this Sporting team. He loves the core. And Matheus Nunes went started from the bottom. Now we hear story. Matheus Nunes. He
Mm.
was working in a cafe 4 or 5 years ago, man, in Ericeira, and now he's going to the Prem, and he is, in my opinion, legitimately made considered one of the best box-to-box midfielders in the world. In what I said there, and it's not. It's I really want to say that, and I really want Wolves fans be happy about that one because I'm just 23, 23, a Portuguese national team player, caliber player, like legit. Oh, it's so good. It's such a good deal, man. It's such a good
And do you think he's going to be a success in the Premier League? I mean, from what you've said,
deal. Uh-huh.
I think it sounds like he will be. Yeah.
He will be, yeah, definitely instant impact too, in my opinion. And he's a champion in Sporting again. Ruben Amorim, biggest loser, and Champions League football for Sporting. Without Mateus, like I'm curious to see what they do, but they got a ton of talent still there. Okay, Gonçalo Inácio, you might hear a lot about him,
Hmm.
center back, very good ball playing center back too. But yeah, it's a tough loss for Sport, but again, you guys win big time if you keep Ruben Neves at least these 3 months, okay? Ruben Neves and Matheus Nunes for that midfield, like that for me is, and I rate Den Donker, don't get me wrong, but like,
Oh,
Matheus is
big
like,
upgrade. I hope.
yeah,
Anyway.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Matheus Nunes is a type of player that could play at Liverpool. Look, if Liverpool plays James Milner, that okay, age gets to him, and Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott is a youngster, bold potential, but Matheus Nunes right now, if it's today, I put Matheus Nunes instead of Harvey Elliott playing. Okay, so English fans, like, that's what you should expect from Matheus Nunes at Wolves, a player that could play at Liverpool right now and add quality. Okay, so
Mm.
legit. That's how I would describe it. That
Oh,
and for Sporting, I want to say this too because this was an expectation I had on Pod. Bernard
mhm,
Silva, I think he's really going to leave Man City. Okay, I think he really wants to go to Spain.
mhm.
Barca, I think too. But I thought Man City were gonna eye Mateus because I really again thought that Liverpool were gonna get Mateus. So I think Jude Bellingham might be the option, but Mateus Nunes wouldn't have been a bad player to have gone to Liverpool. And I thought City were gonna eye him up after Bernard Silva left. So that says the level. Okay,
Mhm.
that's if it's a I'm not saying he's better, but the level of replacement, okay, that's what he is. So you guys are very lucky, very lucky.
Yeah.
But you paid well, 50
Yeah.
million.
Yeah.
You
We
definitely.
yeah. I mean, I can't believe it's moved so quickly. He was a player that we've been linked with for
Yep.
most of the summer, and we saw stories that he didn't want to join, that he was waiting for a bigger club, which I understood, and then
Not
bang, it
false.
went. Yeah,
Not
of course,
false.
yeah, and it moved so quickly. I think a
Mm-hmm.
big part of that, like I said off camera to you, sort of before we
Mm-hmm.
started, George Mendes was in and around Wolverhampton, and I'm sure he had a big impact on this transfer.
Mm-hmm.
What are the thoughts from Portuguese fans that all these talented players tend to be going abroad, and obviously Mendes is key in all of that. What is the opinion of Portuguese fans on that?
Honestly, Portuguese fans love it because the fact of the matter is Portugal wants Portuguese people to succeed outside. we're an immigrant country. We have a lot of Portuguese people in the States, in France, and in England too. In London, a lot. We got a lot of immigrants, and so seeing people succeed in England, like at Wolves in the Premier League, at the best league in the world, we're all happy it happens. But yeah, we all we all accept that. Yeah, that it's there's a lot of movement for Portugal.
Yeah.
Let's say Wolves. You guys know ball in my opinion. But like, shout out to Totti Gomes if he's and
Yeah.
Chiquinho, one of the I remember seeing Chiquinho. Chic was like he was really thin, like he was fibrado, like we say, skinny, but strong, skinny, strong
Strong.
type beat. But then he became a beast in the last year before he went to Wolves. So expect even with the injury he had, he's a player that will want to succeed at the highest level. And I believe off mentally, I believe football is a lot of psyche in it. So Chiquinho has it too. So yeah, I just wanted to give him a shout out. What a
No, no.
Chiquinho.
He was a lot of people were excited about Chiquinho before his injury. He had a really
How
good
much
end to the last year, and
bargain? How much was it? It was a bargain deal. I'm not
4 million, something like that.
that's such a bargain. So the Primeira Liga, man. This is Darwin, Luis Diaz, Matheus, Fábio Vieira, Vitinha. Like getting these players, Fábio Vieira 30 will be a bargain for Arsenal. Just want to say that too. Like Luis Diaz is a bargain for Liverpool at 40. And I'm gonna say this, Matheus will be maybe a bargain. Maybe no, I believe he will be
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bargain. 50 million, man. Like you guys add it. You guys, in my opinion, Wolverhampton. I was having not doubts, but I was starting to get worried because you see teams like Leeds reinforcing themselves very well. You see Fulham not being maybe a relegation team that they reinforce themselves well with Palhinha, in my opinion. But Wolves, I think they've answered well. They've answered well. They said, let's get Gonçalo Guedes, Nathan Collins. Shout out to the Irish centre back. Okay, I saw him at Burnley. I'm half Irish. I love it. I love to see it, mate. I love to see it. The future of Ireland. I hope the Irish youth goes bold like the Portuguese too. But and yeah, Guedes. So and I love the Fábio Silva alone. Just want to shout that out too. Can we talk Fábio Silva a bit after?
Quick.
So
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure.
perfect.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, you guys went from relegation, maybe battle, to definitely top 10 battle, in my opinion. So I like that. Matheus Nunes is definitely the instant impact player. So
Yeah.
that's what I rate about this move, really. Yeah.
I'm hoping that by the time this video is out, we may
Mhm.
have either more news or it is confirmed as well. I really want to see him be a part of our team against Tottenham
I'll
on
be honest.
Saturday as well.
Like for me, if you told me a day ago without news that this was happening, from what people told me, it wasn't gonna happen.
Mm.
So this all was very fast. It's very true what you said, and it's maybe it's the playing time must be a huge factor for him
For
because
sure.
he's a
Yeah.
guarantee starter, and let's be honest, he will be one of the highest paid players in the Prem. Maybe okay. I want to say that those are the expectations that I have. Because
Mhm.
not like the Bruyne level, but like I mean 200
For
to
sure, at
300
Wolves, eh?
a
Yeah.
week. So
You think that
300
high?
a week,
Yeah.
like 200 definitely. Yeah.
Really?
50 million signing, like he obligated nearly to. And I really think the intention of him was to hire. But so have that in mind. Let's see the news of how much he is earning. But I think definitely 200K like a week. That type of numbers. So
Yeah.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from what you've said, I'm hoping that he's going to be a huge success, and I'm sure he will be a huge success at Wolves. And fingers crossed, Alex, we can see maybe Wolves catapults up the
Mhm.
league and start pushing for European football again. And
It's a long-term project you guys have at Wolves, and to succeed at the highest level, you gotta go long-term. Like Pedro Neto, 22 years old, back from the ACL. I think he is a player that a lot of people have to remember. Okay, underrated because of those injuries, but bad timings. I'd say when he
yeah,
got that injury, people could have said top 523 players in the Prem in form at that time. So,
mhm.
but Fabio Silva, guys, like I'm so happy that you loaned him out. 5 goals, 3 assists. I know he's
Yeah,
very happy in Belgium, and he's happy that he got the opportunity to show himself in the league. So, yeah, it's going to be a stepping stone, and he will be very much better because off, Fabio Silva is one of the best academy players I've seen in Portugal, and I've seen him play since he's 14 years old at Benfica. So, yeah, this is no
I think
joke.
it's good. It's good for him as well because in Belgium, almost the UK limelight is completely off him. People are talking about he should go to the English Championship. He should do this and that. Belgium, there's
Yeah,
not much coverage for Belgian football, and it's
true.
such a good start for him as well.
True,
So
true. And Sergio Gomez just went to City too, of Anderlecht too. That team
yeah,
is a good team, and scouts go there. Like, there's a
hmm
reason why, So, but yeah, no, you guys, long term project. I love what you're doing. Right, Nuri, I like that left back too.
hmm
In today's football, you don't have a lot of left backs. Nunez didn't go to Wolves, but you have Ryan Ait Nuri, so I like him. Good young player, and Adama's still there, right? Adama's
for
still with
sure.
you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, at the moment, yeah, at the moment.
But I think you guys need a striker. Just want to say that. Just want to say that. Still
Gonzalo
need a better
Ramos,
striker.
maybe eventually. Who knows?
Yeah, let's wait
Uh,
and see. There's interest.
uh,
There's interest.
Alex, before we finish,
Yes.
Matheus Nunes, thumbs
hmm
up for Wolves.
Oh,
Is it?
huge
Yeah,
thumbs up. Huge
yeah,
thumbs up. Huge thumbs up. And 50 million Wolves fans, highest transfer fee. It's worth it. Okay. It is worth it. That's my message for Wolves fans. And again, it's a stepping stone. Realize that. And because it's such an instant impact, it's a stepping stone, if I'm saying that. So, because, yeah, he's really going to prove himself. Mentally, very strong person because he went from rags to riches. And I really value those type of persons. Work ethic like he has it, Matheus Nunes. So yeah,
fantastic.
and I like it. I like
Yeah.
again, great huge thumbs up, mate.
Brilliant, brilliant. No, I
Huge
like that
thumbs
you
up.
got a smile on your face. You're excited for this signing as well, which is good with
Did
me.
you see his goal? In his
Oh,
last game.
what a strike!
Boo! I think I was shook. Even the celebration. People go see them at their Nunes goal,
I
please.
saw there was one goal that I don't know if it was this season or last season where Nuno Santos had scored, where Nunez picks up the ball back to goal, runs about 30 yards, and pings the ball across. Yeah,
Fuck. And there's a goal against Benfica that Matheus Nunes was crucial, and Sporting won the league after 20 years because of Matheus Nunes being there. He was very important for that to happen. So again, biggest loser Ruben Amorim because he
yeah.
wants to win the league again. And well, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see.
Alex,
And
if people want to find you or FC Wonderkids on social media, where's the best
yes.
place for them to find you?
If the best place would be on our YouTube channel, FC Wonderkid, and our TikTok, and we're trying to grow the Twitter. So if you guys could follow FC Wonderkid on Twitter, that'd be a huge help for us. And thank you, man. I
Oh, my
honestly
pleasure,
really
man.
enjoyed talking to you, mate. But there's no fight. It's gonna be bold, man. It's gonna be bold. So happy, man. So happy. Again,
No,
another
no.
player in the Prem. Another one
I,
bites the dust.
no, I appreciate you jumping on, man. I'll make sure I leave a link to Alex and FC Wonderkid in the description of the video. And
Ah,
yeah,
man,
Alex, hopefully we'll
appreciate it.
talk soon, man.
Yes, definitely. Let's wait and see. You guys love Portuguese talent, so I expect to come here, baby. Again. I
Thanks, man.
appreciate it.
But once again, a big thanks to Alex. Unbelievable work. You may have seen him did quite big on TikTok and doing a lot of great podcasts as well. So I really urge you to go and check him out on YouTube as well. And yeah, like I said, talking about the stepping stone thing, there's going to be journalists, there's going to be pundits, there's going to be other fans talking about that. But we know, we can have that pull. We can keep these players for a little bit longer. But guys, that is all. Matheus Nunes is officially a Wolverhampton Wanderers player. 5-year deal. Probably going to be in the squad for the Tottenham game. I don't think he'll start, but my word, a huge signing. Really excited to see him in the old gold and black. Be sure to hit the like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you all very, very soon.